The worlds of K-drama and K-pop may seem separate, but in reality, they're deeply intertwined. After all, both industries thrive on drama and scandals. It's no surprise that some of the most disturbing K-pop events secretly inspired screenwriters, turning real-life moments into must-watch television. The internet has been going wild ever since rumors started going around that Min Hee Jin might be playing a character inspired by former Adore CEO Min Hee Jin in an upcoming K-drama. With the ongoing legal battle between Hee Jin and Hybe, fans are wondering if this will be a retelling of a real-life scandal that's still unfolding. The speculation around Yejin's potential role in Variety didn't just come out of nowhere. The moment it was revealed that the drama would be set in the K-pop industry, fans immediately started wondering what kind of story it would tell. When reports suggested that Yejin was chosen to play a sharp, no-nonsense industry executive, it didn't take long for people to start drawing comparisons to Hee Jin. She's been at the center of one of the biggest legal fights in K-pop history, accusing Hybe of trying to push her out of the company she built, while Hybe claimed she was secretly plotting to take Adore away from them. Things got even messier when Hybe replaced her as CEO, putting Kim Joo-young in charge while still expecting her to produce for New Jeans. Yejin's agency, CJ confirmed she received an offer for the role, but emphasized nothing was finalized yet. All we know so far is that Variety isn't just some lighthearted idol romance, it's a thriller, a genre that normally thrives on themes like power struggles, betrayals, and overall chaos. The drama is supposed to be centered around a fictive K-pop group that will consist of real and former K-pop idols. Keeping all of these little details in mind, this drama is looking less like a generic entertainment industry story and more like a fictionalized version of real-life events that have been making headlines for months. The idea that an entire K-drama could be loosely based on the power struggles, lawsuits, and corporate chaos currently unfolding in K-pop is both exciting and controversial. If Variety truly is inspired by Hee Jin's downfall, then Yejin's rumored character is bound to be one of the most polarizing figures in the show. Hee Jin was once seen as one of the most powerful women in K-pop, someone who shaped the aesthetics of an entire generation through her work at SM Entertainment before launching New Jeans under Adore. But after the legal war with Hybe, her image took a serious hit. If the character is anything like her, she could be portrayed as a misunderstood genius, a corporate mastermind, or even a ruthless executive willing to do anything to maintain control. If Variety paints her as a visionary CEO who was wronged by a bigger corporation, it could help rebuild her public image. But if she's written as a power-hungry executive who manipulates young idols for her own gain, it could completely destroy whatever is left of her reputation. Moving on, let's talk about how Doona, one of the most talked about dramas of 2023, was heavily inspired by the dark realities of K-pop. Starring Suzy as a former idol who suddenly retires at the peak of her career, Doona wasn't just another romance drama. It pulled back the curtain on what really happens behind the glitz and glamour of the entertainment world. As a member of Miss A under JYP Entertainment, Suzy had first-hand experience of the industry's pressures. She even suggested real-life moments to be included in the script, some of which are so creepy they're hard to believe. One of these moments is a clip of a fan asking Doona to put a pacifier in her mouth, which unfortunately is a great representation of the disturbing requests some fans make in real life. Fans have gifted K-pop stars pacifiers as a way to push the whole egg yo culture to the extreme. It's meant to be adorable, but the uncomfortable undertones of infantilization can't be ignored. BTS's Jungkook, Wonho, and Kim Sejong are just a few idols who have had to deal with this in the past. The concept of idols being seen as childlike and innocent plays a major role in Doona, where the main character struggles with the unrealistic and often weird expectations placed on her. Another scene resembling real-life moments is the one where Doona catches a hidden camera at a fan sign. This seemed to be inspired by the shocking case involving members of G-Friend, who caught a fan trying to secretly film them with hidden camera glasses. During a fan sign event, members Yuju and Sinbi noticed something strange about a fan's glasses and quickly alerted their manager. When the fan moved down the signing table, Yerin took action. She asked him to remove his glasses and passed them to the manager, who later confirmed they had a built-in camera. This kind of invasive behavior isn't rare in K-pop, as idols often deal with sasaengs, who go to extreme lengths to secretly record or take inappropriate photos. Doona made sure to include a similar scene where fans cross boundaries and leave the main character feeling like she has no privacy. Next, let's discuss the controversy surrounding Lovely Runner. When the drama was first announced, it seemed like the perfect time travel romance, as it was all about a devoted fan going back to 2008 to save her favorite idol from losing his will to live. But before the first episode even aired, the drama found itself in the middle of a major scandal. K-pop fans quickly pointed out that the storyline felt way too similar to Jonghyun's real-life tragedy, and the timing of its release made things even worse. For those who are unfamiliar with him, he was a member of SHINee who took his own life a few years back, sending shockwaves through the entertainment industry. Fans noticed that the first episode of Lovely Runner was set to air on April 8th, which happens to be Jonghyun's birthday. To make things even more suspicious, the main character in the drama travels back to 2008, the same year SHINee made its debut. In the original web novel Tomorrow's Best, the timeline only shifted back 6 years, but the drama pushed it to 15 years instead. The production team explained that they wanted a bigger contrast between past and present, but K-pop fans weren't buying it. They felt like these details weren't just coincidences and that the drama was playing with real-life pain for entertainment. Once people started connecting the dots, social media exploded with criticism. Fans called the storyline insensitive and said it was disrespectful to Jonghyun's legacy. Many even sent emails to the broadcasting company asking them to reconsider the plotline. Some were heartbroken, saying it was painful to see a K-drama use such a tragic concept, while others were just frustrated that K-pop idols' struggles were being turned into romantic fiction. The Lovely Runner team denied everything, saying the connections were unintentional. They explained that they picked 2008 to create a stronger generational contrast and even changed key parts of the original story to avoid direct links to any real-life idols. In the web novel, the male lead is in a 5-member idol group, but the drama reduces it to 4 members, possibly to avoid SHINee comparisons. Whether Lovely Runner actually took inspiration from Jonghyun's life, or if this is just an unlucky coincidence, is still up for debate, but one thing is clear. When it comes to K-pop, even the smallest details matter, and fans will always speak up when something feels off. If you thought fan wars were a modern-day social media spectacle, Reply 1997 was here to remind everyone that K-pop fandom rivalries have always been intense, and sometimes even downright brutal. One of the most iconic and chaotic fan clashes in history was the feud between H.O.T. and Sexskis, the two biggest first-generation boy groups. But unlike today's online battles fought with hashtags and Twitter threads, these fan wars were full-on real-life showdowns, so much so that the police allegedly had to break them up. In Reply 1997, there's a memorable scene that perfectly recreates the heated standoff between H.O.T. and Sexskis fans. While it might look dramatic to viewers today, this actually happened, and according to fans who lived through that era, the reenactment was shockingly accurate. Back in the late 90s, fandoms weren't just arguing over sales numbers and music show wins, they were physically fighting in the streets, outside concert venues, and even in front of broadcasting stations. Sexskis member J-Duck once had a fan proudly approach him after a fight, telling him she had single-handedly taken on 3 H.O.T. fans and won. As wild as it sounds, J-Duck allegedly congratulated her, seeing it as a sign of loyalty. That just goes to show how deeply fans were invested in their favorite groups. Lastly, if you've ever watched True Beauty or read the webtoon, you might have noticed that the main character, Lim Joo-kyung, always looks effortlessly stylish, like a real-life K-pop idol. It turns out that's no coincidence because the creator of the webtoon, Yoongi, has openly shared that she bases her character's fashion on actual K-pop idols, making sure that the looks in her story are always fresh, trendy, and straight off the latest runways. Even though the K-drama adaptation starring Astro's Cha Eun-woo, Moon Ga-young, and Hwang In-yop ended in 2021, the webtoon is still ongoing, and Yoongi continues to update the style of her characters to reflect current K-pop trends. In a recent interview, she revealed that her biggest fashion inspirations for Lim Joo-kyung are none other than IVE's Jang Won-young and NMIX's Sol-yoon, two of the most fashionable and elegant fourth-generation idols in the industry. With fashion and K-pop constantly evolving, it's clear that this connection between real life and the screen isn't going anywhere.